Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Garblag Games. I'm Dan, the Garblag Troll, brought again once more from the perilous pits beneath Garblag Towers to bring you some subpar, mediocre Star Wars content. Hurrah! So here we are all again with our lovely Star Wars group. A little bit of news before we start kicking off. Just to remind you all that there will be no streaming tomorrow night. We are going to be doing Alien next week, which sounds fucking awesome. Excuse my French. So we're all looking forward to that here on the Star Wars game. Looking forward to watch that. But on Sunday, we will be doing a playtest of Pete's game, Dodica. I am well informed that's how we pronounce it. A reminder all that you get one free Twitch channel with your Amazon Prime account. So feel free to come over and use it there. And again, don't forget to spend your 1,000 Garblag groats on making my life a living hell and giving our players unseemly situational free rolls. Which of course makes tonight even more playable. So on that note, welcome all to Star Wars Roleplay, Tale of the Warlords. I am Dan, and tonight I am joined by, let's start with Eve.
Alright, I'm Eve. I'm playing Mirabelle Sorin, which is Miryalan. She's a mechanic.
Colin?
Hi, I'm Colin. I am playing Catalan Tavik, the ex-Imperial pilot.
Nye?
Hi, I'm Nye. I'm playing E2B1, the ex-Imperial medical droid.
Fantastic. Now, last time we saw our heroes, a hyperspace anomaly had thrown them into the depths of a gaseous purple stormy nebula. There they were confronted by what appeared to be, on first look, a massive wall of metal. However, bravely flying through this anomaly, they were able to pull away dramatically to behold through sensors and visual screening the Death Star. Well, not all of the Death Star. It was half a Death Star built into the sides of a giant asteroid comet thing. Later came to light that this was the technical framework. They wanted to actually see that they could build the framework to put the supergun in, and they were using this planetoid asteroid thing as a testbed for it. Flying and escaping the nebula, our players flew through, dodging what looked like a giant space kraken tentacle, shooting out of the nebula. They then took the jump to hyperspace, where the adjutant had given them a safe location. Safe location is obviously a key choice of words there, because it turned out to be a super star destroyer, where they landed. Pretty familiar for most of our players, because a lot of them are ex-Imperials in some way. There they met the captain of said Superstar Destroyer, the actual captain who is wishing to defect to the rebellion, and whose thing this is really all about. They then took an extra bit of evidence to try and get this meeting. They basically reaffirmed the fact that they need to get the adjutant to the Rebel Alliance. They were given the location of the Rebel base, of the rogue Rebel element within the deep core. And there they set forth, because the reason they knew about this was the fact that there was a giant space battle happening in orbit around said planet. The planet being the strangely named planet Nightmare, a planet in perpetual shadow, always seemed to be in a shadow of the gas giant and never actually seeing the sun, creating a odd life pattern on board this black rock perilous moon. Basically a sort of giant land kind of coral reef organic system on it, which kind of glows luminescence in the dark. Luminescence, is that red? You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, so players come out of hyperspace. There is a space battle happening between Imperial forces and the Rebel Alliance. Our players heroically defeated a TIE bomber.
Eventually.
Eventually. They got there in the end. That's what counts. And they began to fly down to planned service. Have I missed anything, guys?
I don't think
Nope,
so.
nope.
No.
I think
pretty
yes, we
detailed.
have. Nye, we have missed something.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to remind the players what happened to you?
So I was sitting in my little medical bay, i.e. the storage cupboard, and the adjutant came up to me, unbeknownst to everyone else, and gave me secret codes and plans and whatever else. And E2B has no knowledge of this because due to some ingrained programming, that's been wiped from his memory. So he is carrying secret codes he doesn't know he has, and nobody else other than the adjutant knows about.
Perfect.
So,
Fun.
what could possibly go wrong there?
What could possibly go wrong? I'm going to go with everything.
Hey, it worked out for that little astromech, didn't it?
Yeah,
That worked out.
so we don't have gags tonight. How are we gonna play that? Are you gonna play?
So
Zoro as
I'm
usual?
gonna NPC Jim's character.
Okay.
As we have said, yeah, there's no gags tonight. So we might be finishing a little bit earlier tonight, as this is the penultimate one. Like, it might very well be that the next session is our last session, really depending on how things go tonight. So I will NPC him, but we won't push ahead too much because you really should be here for the end. It's only fair. So on that note, let's begin. Catalana, make a piloting roll.
Okay, I improved my piloting with character points because I roll it all the time. Why wouldn't
First roll of the night. Let's see what happens.
First roll of the night. Let's see.
Crash into the face of the planet.
We probably do not crash into the face of the planet with
thank
that
goodness.
roll. That is 18, 23, 27, 29.
Jolly good. Excellent. So
Or, pun intended.
our YT-13 frigate swoops down to the planet's surface below. Its black, craggy, jaggedy, rock-like structure is covered in these bioluminescent land, coral reef-like plants. They are giant in structure, so they are the size of trees. So you're kind of flying under them to stay under the radar. As we discussed last session, you're basically aiming for where you can find the nearest battle. But according to the sensors, there is basically there's nowhere clear to really land, so you're going to have to land a little bit of a distance away. But you can see a sort of general sort of area that you need to be heading to. So you land the ship.
We can see a general. Good. That's who we're trying to
That's
find.
what you need to go for. Yeah. So you are looking for a particular general that you've been given a name of, and you've got the adjutant, and she's been given this kind of pocket watch.
All right.
From the starship captain.
Yes, not just a kind of pocket watch, an actual pocket watch.
Yes.
Pocket watches are cool.
Pocket watches are cool.
I've got on the chat.
On calamari craftsmanship in there.
Please Forever is asking if you Dan, if you intend to run more Star Wars.
If I've done what, sorry?
If you have plans for some more Star Wars at some point.
If I have plans for that more Star Wars, I always have Star Wars on my brain. I've just come out of the other side of watching The Mandalorian, so yes, I do. There will be more Star Wars later on down the line. Hopefully that will be something that we can do here. We might try a different system, depending on how it goes. We'll see. I don't know. There's because Western Games, Fantasy Flight Games lost the license, didn't they? So we don't actually know where the Star Wars roleplay IP is at the moment. I don't know which companies picked it up. So
and there's tons of like companies that don't specifically make Star Wars games, but took out the license for one licensed version of their Star Wars game. You know,
yeah,
I've not got Fantasy Flight.
It's time to get the Garbline Master to say, hey, there's a license to buy.
Yeah, maybe if we all chipped in on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go to Garblad
Yeah.
Patreon, everyone. Don't forget to go to Garblad Patreon, everyone, and donate.
So we can
your
buy the
patronage
license.
So we can buy the
Yeah.
Star Wars
Full
license and make
Yeah.
the best role-play game ever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I don't have the
Star Wars, the role-playing
fancy-
game by Garblack Games.
I have the
Okay,
old
go Star
D20 one,
Wars.
and I have the Saga one, but I
Yeah.
didn't have the fantasy flying one. Anyway, right. So you land your
Hello. I have a cat. She is being insistent. It is her dinner time.
And you
Sorry.
kind of sandwich your ship between two, like this large coral reef with sort of spanning fan-like growths coming out of it with this sort of orange glow, and you sort of land your ship sandwiched between two of these kind of fans, so it's hidden from the radar. But it does mean that when you disembark, you're going to have to climb down. So who's going? Who's staying?
Oh. Sorry. We have
I'm
to
going.
climb. Oh, well, I guess E2 can't come because he's just gonna fall.
It's
Actually,
fine.
yeah, why
We've
not?
got
It's
a-
fine, they can carry
We've
you.
got a rope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
We'll just lower you down.
like with a winch.
But you have like repulsors or something that can.
Well, Gak says I can stay and look after the ship if you guys want to, or I can go with you.
Captain, I would advise getting a winch and some rope because I shall not be able to make the descent down uninjured or undamaged, I should say.
Does anyone have a synth rope dispenser?
Or you could just push me out and see what happens.
You could like drop him off before
It
you
works.
land, but the low, because your roll was so good, you've kind of got the optimal position of hiding your ship from random trolls as well. You're also in a battle zone.
No, it's fine. I just love the idea that it's like, okay, we've landed. Oh, E2, sorry. It's fine.
Well, you
Sounds
I think
good.
that's a form of discrimination, isn't it?
can-
Against
Oh,
droids.
not making reasonable adjustments for the droid to get off the ship.
It's fine. Just I'm sure our talented engineer can. I'm sure our talented engineer can repair me sufficiently if I take damage.
Indeed.
I don't
All
have the
the-
specialty or the exact skill, but I got a pretty good technical. So
Yes. So I shall accompany you, as you may need a medical droid for any medical matters on a battlefield.
yep,
Yes.
pretty sure we'll need. Yeah.
The thing is, it kind of makes sense to take the stormtrooper into the fight.
Yeah, of course.
Because yeah.
We can. I have no issue with taking the stormtrooper, or ex-stormtrooper, I should say.
yes, I was more sort of an OC comment of
Yes, no, I'm aware. I just,
leaving the stormtrooper behind when we're going into a ground battle. Why would you do that again?
Eat two lives matter.
Well, yeah, he could. I don't know. We need someone to watch the ship. Is the adjutant? Are they like?
Well, the adjutant says,
Adjutant's
I mean,
got
I'm
to
the person
come
you're
with
trying to
us."
deliver, so I've got to go with you.
What?
Plus, I've got the pocket watch.
Yeah.
Leaving the adjutant behind would seem a little.
We could leave the droid.
Well, yes. No, you could leave the droid. I
Yeah,
would
I'm
stay
not,
here
I'm
loyally
not
under your command.
I'm not very worried about someone trying to find a freighter on the planet. So
That's true.
yeah.
Actually, I didn't think of that.
I guess that's always possibility, but
No, yeah.
I mean they're all in a space battle up there.
Be like find a
I got
white
better things to
van.
do.
Be like, oh look, there's a van there. Cool. Right, let's go
Yeah.
kill some Imperials or kill some rebels.
They're gonna come and see the ship and say, "Oh wow! Last time I saw one, it just destroyed a TIE bomber."
Oh, I love that model. It's like train spotters, but spaceship spotters. Anyway, I will prepare to be winched down or just dropped. I don't know.
Okay, so how are we going to do this?
We'll lower you down.
So,
does the ship
has
have
anyone
rope?
actually got any synth rope dispensers?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Anyone got any synthos? Well, I don't, because.
I don't think it's in my.
Do we have
allowance
anything?
things.
So
the
you
ship?
would. There is a spot. There is a.
Yeah, there would have to be.
There's an escape pod. you have an escape pod, and the escape pod has survival kits in it.
Oh,
and
right.
one of the things in that. What? No, you're not just going to put the droid in the escape pod and press the fire button. Bye! As he goes flying out. No.
No, I want that escape pod to be on the ship.
So, no,
I'm pretty sure we have some like repair kits or things that should have some rope somewhere. I'm sure we can find that somewhere.
Yeah, E2 stripped the medical kits. You all have.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to rip the sheets from the beds and make a rope with that.
No, so there would be synth rope dispensers in the escape pod survival kits.
Cool.
Which there are 2 of. So you've got 2 synth rope dispensers if needed.
Okay.
Right.
So, can Mirabelle?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Joey rig a droid lowering device?
I would advise the strongest member of the team to lower me down. I am quite heavy.
Well, I believe that's me.
Sure. Well, actually, 3D is not terrible.
Is my weight covered?
Actually, it might be me. Sorry, guys, 1 sec. I've got screaming kids. Nobody move.
Nope. No problem. I'm just gonna.
Not going anywhere. We're stuck in the ship anyway.
I'm sorry. I didn't know we were gonna land in a tree. I was like, oh, well, not in a tree, but you know what I mean. It's fine. We'll work around it. Ooh. Weird. Would have thought it would have had like how heavy. Actually, you know what? No, I don't think I would want to know how heavy a medical droid is, because that's too much.
Yeah, I don't have the droid book right here, so go check.
Yeah, no.
For all the dads on this call, and for all the dads that are watching on Twitch, our littlest was absolutely screaming his head off, and then as soon as he started bringing downstairs, he's absolutely fine.
Go figure, yeah. Hello.
And there he goes, go along. God, kids, man.
Hello.
They were screaming.
Hi.
So we'll have a little 2-year-old going in the background. I am sorry, viewers, but that is what it is. Kids, what are you
No
gonna do?
problem. I don't know how heavy I am.
Don't we
but
have a
it's
magnet
fine.
lift? I don't think we do.
No, we don't have a mag lift.
That's a comment
Doesn't mean
from
it's just faulty
Twitch chat.
design. I'd like the idea that it's like you know, like how we're just using the transport ship to get around, that we don't have any transporting like machinery. We just chucked all that like as soon as it like, oh, do we have any like heavy lifting machinery? No. Why would we need that? Oh, there's one instance, there's one extremely rare instance.
Why would you need heavy lifting machinery in a freighter?
Well,
Yeah,
like,
they probably have all the things they need in the space
I don't know.
force anyway
We've
to
got,
load
like,
things.
Star Wars equivalent of a forklift. I don't know. I don't make spaceships. I mean, I don't know.
Me neither. Just repair them.
Yeah,
So, so
no, don't worry about it.
So let's rig something to lower the droid down.
So, Marabella, make a technical roll to kind of rig up some sort of winch thing.
Yep. So technical is 40. Any no, I don't have any applicable no, I don't have any applicable skills. So let's do that. And don't
You don't have the mechanical skill.
Jury rig crane.
Build
How dare you not be able to build a droid crane?
Well, like, I don't know. It kind of, that's always the joke.
I did write in my notes here, first encounter, get droid out of ship. Should only take a minute. Oh, wait. So that's fine. So that will basically give E2B1 some bonuses. Which we'll get to in a second, but Catalana and Mirabella, you will need to make climb rolls to get down.
Okay, what's climb based on?
It's strength.
Strength? It's the worst thing ever. I've got on my sheet.
Oh, if you think
One
yours
of
is
communication is the mechanic is 2D as well. So.
But you guys have also got a synthroid dispenser, so you're kind of abseiling down.
Oh,
bad. Oh
So it shouldn't be
boy.
that hard. Let's say 9 or more.
Got
yay,
exact
I got
9.
10.
Got 10 and you got 9. Brilliant. Okay. So
We're
it's a
not
little
making
bit...
it look easy.
No. No, you know,
Nice.
you got some ex-Imperial forces here. You've got an engineer, well trained, but you know it's not an easy journey. You abseil down. You know, there's a bit of slipping of feet. There's lots
Captain,
of
be
coral
careful.
getting knocked off. However, Gax makes it look easy. He is an ex-Imperial stormtrooper, and he's like, "What, Cliff?"
Yeah.
He's
This is
down.
bread and butter.
I rolled a 6.
Oh,
So I've done pretty well.
Does he
So
do like some
he
kind of
shoots down.
flourish, like
So E2B1, make a climb roll. Now you have a strength of 1D, as I understand it.
yes, I do.
Okay, so we'll say that you've got an additional D6 from the crane, so you're on 2D6. You need 8 or more.
Yep, let's. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. 4.
Okay.
And one
You
of them
wanna
was a
spend some
1.
character points, maybe.
Yes, I will be spending character points. This is
Unless anyone on Twitch wants to throw him an extra roll.
It's fine. This is explicitly why I didn't spend any of the experience
Because you
points, because I
didn't.
knew I'd be blowing all of them on trying to get this droid to stay alive. So, how does that work? I just re-roll them. So I spend 2 character points to re-roll the die, or
Oh no, you just add an extra die.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Right,
you've got 4.
got
so
4
you add
already.
that way.
Someone's
Yeah.
just spent a reroll for you.
You've got to
Oh, really?
Oh, someone's
Okay.
in a row. So do the re-roll.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
yes,
mysterious patron.
Our
Reroll.
Who is this
benefactor.
person? Seriously, do we know them? Do I know you? Identify yourself.
His name is
that-
Please Forever. But,
Yeah.
And is it Plays Forever?
Please Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Plays Forever?
I
Do
don't
I know
know.
you?
I don't know.
You're making my life a hell.
idea. Well, I got an
Official
8.
reroll supplier.
Yeah, I got an 8, a 6, and a 2. So 8.
Excellent. Fantastic. Right, okay. So,
They kind of like, as they're lowering me, I smash against like a tree or something. I'm like, "Ugh," and then it's like, oh, okay, no, it's all right. We're all good.
Curse you, Plays Forever. Anyway,
Ardent fan.
right, so you get down, your feet touch
Yep.
the ground, you feel, well, if you did feel, you're a droid. You know, it's up for debate. That's a different conversation. But you certainly feel more secure with your feet on the ground, on the black, craggy rock. So now our party find ourselves below this giant land coral reef as it kind of glows eerily in the darkness.
From that direction, there is a lot of blaster fire.
You can't see it, but you can certainly hear it. You can hear
Screams
a
and-
battle taking place. You're in a coral reef forest, as it were. All this kind of eerie glowing. Now and again, you think you can hear the sound of strange bat-like creatures as they fly between kind of things. If anyone's seen Moana, it's a little bit like
Or
the Land of the
Monster Hunter
Monsters
World.
kind of thing. Again, that's probably one for the parents out there. Yeah. So yeah, how do you want to do this? How do you want to kind of get to this battle zone?
Captain, I would
Carefully.
advise that the pair of you move ahead of me, as I am quite slow, and I will only slow you down. I will catch up, as they say, because I have a movement of 4. So no, I think you should.
You're basically almost moving at a quarter of the speed of the players.
Yep, just run ahead. I will catch up. I'm assuming I will reach you in 4 turns after you've started doing stuff. So it's fine. Just go. We've already spent way too much time on me getting out the fucking ship. So just go.
Apparently, Place Forever has the cell next to you in the Garblag dungeon.
Well, there we go.
I was wondering who that was.
Well, there we go. Yeah, just
Hello
go.
there.
This is
Hello.
how nice
Who's
saying.
that?
Just go.
What's that?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we're trapped in here. This is how big we are
This
in
is
real
this
life.
is dead.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. This is
Yeah,
dead.
you're down. You're down. Let us out. No, it's fine.
I did pitch to the Garblag, to our Lord and Master Garblag, that we should have some sort of children's event, because we do have a few dads, and I think maybe all those kids should be put in the same room together just to see what happens and record it. Or like someone's trying to DM something for all these kids as they just actually run riot around the room. Or maybe
Yeah,
you
I
should
can
just
see that being the outcome.
and the other pitch was that you have the dungeon master dads, and they're all sitting together saying, right, this is how you parent and role play at the same time. Or then you could have the widows of dungeon masters. All those poor mums and dads who are off looking after the parents while the rest of us are having gaming fun.
I think you meant to say off looking after the kids, not off looking after the parents.
Kids, yes, Freudian slip there.
Kids, parents, same thing.
Oh, frankly, I need looking after anyway. I don't know. I don't know about you. Anyway, back to the game. So, how did you want to kind of get through this wood?
Carefully. I'd rather that we, if possible, I'd rather that we see whoever we're finding before they see us, because I'd like a chance to figure out which of the rebel forces we're encountering when we encounter them. Because if we encounter the wrong ones, it's just...
How many kinds of rebels are there?
There's the rebels who... There's the newcomers, and there's the ones who've already tried to kill us.
Yeah,
right,
and then there's the ones pretending to be
the Empire here. So specifically, the Imperial faction.
And the Empire.
The Imperial faction that are here is the Imperial faction that belongs to Moff.
There are more people not going to kill us than there are people going to kill us. In summary,
the rebel cell whose base it is the rogue rebel cell that was operating out of here before the Rebel Alliance arrived, and the Rebel Alliance are also here.
So we've got a three-way.
And all of them
firefight.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not going.
Yeah.
So carefully.
Is that going to involve stealth? I've got some hearts to break here because I got 1D in dexterity. So
I was just looking at. I'm trying to figure out.
I assume stealth is a
stuff was under. I don't think it was.
Oh really? Oh okay, cool. I will totally.
It probably won't help you though, mate. No offense.
Everything else is not terrible.
It's
like
not
my knowledge,
or
mechanical, and
maybe
technical
strength,
are all decent.
I think
Like the 3s
it
and 2s,
might be.
not the worst.
Perception.
What's your main
could make sense.
your main dice pool? Is it right?
I'm kind of more. If it's perception, it's a 3.
Sneak perception.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome.
I have a 3, so it's doable. Depending.
That is doable. Okay.
Yeah, that is actually.
Sneaky droid.
Oh yeah, perception.
Maybe
thing.
he's secretly an assassin droid.
Yeah, that could be the case.
That'd be a plot twist. Did actually, he's so deep, so immersed in his cover that he doesn't even know he's an assassin droid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which I suppose would be really easy for a droid because you just reprogram it.
Activate protocol.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Blasters pop out of every orifice.
Yeah. Yeah, no 3.
HK, whatever it was.
Okay, so let's try and make some sneak rolls.
Rebuilt into
Blaster coming out
droid.
from every side. Oh, that's new.
There's no set difficulty here. Just tell me what you get.
Okay.
Right. All right.
I got an 11. That's actually pretty decent.
That's pretty good.
Frankly,
E2B1. I was just about to say that would be a little embarrassing if anyone gets below the droid.
Yes, yeah, no,
I got below the droid.
Oh, did you? Oh no.
14.
No.
8.
8. Do you want to use a character point? Or maybe someone might want to give you a reroll.
I'll blow one of my character points because it's not like I'm going to have a chance to spend them on boosting stuff. I actually spent a load of them on a skill I'm probably only going to roll once in this entire game after buying it.
Yeah.
So that
What was that? What was it? Oh, no, don't worry. You'll be using it again.
Oh yeah,
trust
well,
me.
yeah,
Fine on that one.
1 extra D. Was that?
Yes, yeah. Added to
Awesome.
the total you've already got.
Then? 11.
Yay, we're equal.
Success. Okay. Right. So
Arabella,
1, 2, 3, 5.
keeping low,
That's not a great roll. Anyway.
keeping
whatever.
still. Blasters out.
Yeah.
Crashing along.
Definitely.
You make your way through this bioluminescent coral kind of forest. The bat noises eerily echoing between the trees. Ahead of you, you can hear the echoes of blaster fire and battle. As you crest over a hill, down below you, you can see a particularly big coral reef. Each kind of stem has a sort of fan-like pattern coming out of it. It's purple with a sort of white, bubbly, pulpy core. It is huge, almost mountain size and scale. And you think, and that's probably, one sec, guys.
A huge battle going on around.
Yeah, so you see 4 AT-ATs, each with their 4 legs and giant rear bodies and their necks and their heads with blasters going at this huge kind of coral-sized mountain. Looks like they're basically sieging it, and the coral reef has kind of various kind of gun turrets on it, and kind of they've kind of built a sort of semi-trench work into it, and there are commandos lined up in there kind of shooting away their blasters. Basically, you've kind of got a version of the Battle of Hoth going on, as these AT-ATs and a bunch of Imperial forces are kind of sieging this huge...
They got walkers. That's crazy.
Captain, our chances
Everyone
of
make a
survival
perception
have
roll.
declined quite tremendously. I'm
Perception
slowly turning
roll,
into
yeah.
spot here. It's not really what I was going for. 7.
I'll have perception on a last search roll, which is also
Oh.
perception.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I got 2
Yeah, I
ones
don't have
and
any.
a 6. Oh, 5, sorry. So it's 7.
No. I'm just going to go with no.
Is it lower than 7?
Well, it's 9,
Oh,
but
that's
my
not so-
wild die was a 1.
Oh,
And another 14 for me.
I got 5 on my wild dice. So
So, yeah, Dan, what do you want to do with the 1 on the wild die on that?
I have just the thing. So, you hear it before you see it. That, well, not familiar to your players, because you probably none of you would have encountered such a thing, even in any of your illustrious careers. I don't know whatever it is, but to our players,
No, I've just been given yet another reroll.
oh my goodness, they are
10, and no 1 on the
10.
wild die.
Okay, so what would have happened is that this thing would have appeared in front of your face. Instead, you're just going to hear it behind you. So don't worry about it. Is the familiar ignition noise of a lightsaber, and it's coming behind you. You turn around, and behind you is this almost Lord of the Rings ring wraith-like figure. You know, big, deep black robes, all torn and shredded and shrouded. There almost seems to be a sort of like pool of white mist by the bottom of his robes. Where in Lord of the Rings, you kind of, you know, they've got that kind of jagged metal armor. In its replacement, you see this kind of like black sort of power armor kind of vibe, a bit kind of Darth Vader like with his black armor, the kind of black leathery kind of glove feel to it. This lightsaber is a kind of glows red, and again is this lets off a deep, weird, eerie light in this kind of black night that you're in, and it stands there. You can't see its face or facial features. The hood is too deep and it's shrouded in too much blackness to make any discerning features. As I said, the robes are all tattered and ripped and shredded. These kind of deep, big, flowing robes and a cloak. And what like limbs and bits you can see are kind of black armored,
Captain,
and it looks at all of you.
our chances of survival have decreased by 72%, and they were already at 4%. We are definitely in the negatives now.
Chance survival are now minus 68%. Yeah.
My medical skills are not designed for lightsabers.
Yeah, really.
Chance of us surviving the next few rounds. Crap.
It looks at you and points one black armored gauntleted finger at the adjutant, and it says,
All right, the adjutant is there.
"It says, give me her."
Sorry, what is that?
Give me her.
Give me her.
Yeah, I didn't do the voice.
You can translate.
Mirabelle's like, what did it just say? And E2B1's now being a translation.
I believe he said.
He's upgraded from assassin droid to protocol droid.
Protocol droid.
Captain,
How is she reacting?
Captain,
She is scared shitless. Not in the sense that the fact that this kind of ghostly, wraith-like monster has appeared behind you almost out of nowhere. It's the fear of knowledge.
She
So
knows,
she
how
knows
screwed we are.
exactly what it is, and she knows, and she's just like,
What? Captain, is this perhaps the person that we must meet here?
the adjutant just
I
shakes her
say
head.
so.
really loudly. Should I
Eve,
act?
Yes.
you can feel the adjutant. She's kind of almost holding your hand, and you think she's trying to palm you off the pocket watch, like surreptitiously.
Shall I activate my self-destruct functionality?
No, not yet, at least. So, let's see. Why would we do that?
Why would we do that? I think the lightsaber's the answer to that one.
Some of you might not even know what it is, but
I don't know. Maybe it's intentional.
What's our game plan here?
different.
Honestly, I think we have to give her like. Can you guys fight? I forget.
Well, I guess the other plan is
No.
run as fast
Oh
as
yeah,
we
Whoever
yeah.
this
That's the plan
is,
that E2 is going to be able to follow.
They're
along with.
doing an impression of Darth Vader fairly well. So
No, I'm not fighting that. I'm saying, what are we going to do? Can we just give it to her?
surrender her. Surrender her, or you will die.
Batman. Sorry, I can't help it.
I don't think this is Batman. Just gonna go out on a limb there.
It was the.
It's not Batman.
just yeah. So I'm think that
She's already got her hands up.
This is up to you too. I can't.
Any great idea?
I've muted myself. Right, okay. I need people to make a roll.
Yeah,
Except
like-
for the droid.
Yeah.
The droid is immune to this because you're a robot.
Oh,
awesome.
Enough in spades.
So
now.
you're all right. I will do this for
I think we're gonna get. I want to say, Jedi mind tricked.
I think it's going to be less pleasant than that.
It's gonna be mind tricked, but or maybe maybe.
Well, it's like when you go guysing and it's like trick or treat, but like they throw eggs at your house and that's the trick. And it's like,
Okay, so it is a willpower roll. Willpower
What's that?
comes under knowledge, weirdly. So it's a knowledge skill.
Hey,
It's a clash of
bad.
rolls. So I will roll for this
Yeah.
person.
Awesome. I'm going to go with he's going to win. He's going to win.
How well does he win though? Do you fight it, or is it like you just crumple like a tissue paper?
I think I crumple like tissue paper.
That's gonna be 14.
Oh, maybe.
That's not a success, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean
What?
but maybe you'll be like
14 is not success.
So 14 is not a success.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
5 is definitely not a success then.
it's just Darth Vader. How powerful can he be?
So you feel basically if you failed, you feel our ex-stormtrooper feels the same. It's almost as if you feel cold, like a shadow has fallen over you, and fear and terror almost kind of well up inside you uncontrollably. Shivers go up your spine. And you take a uncontrollable step back.
Captain,
God,
you've
hey,
taken
you
a step
Colin.
back.
Can I think mute yourself, mate?
Sorry. Yes,
That's
I probably did. Catalana just turns tail and runs.
Okay.
I got a 5.
No, fair enough. Good roleplay. Love it.
14 is not a success. 5 is this is just she was on the verge of doing that anyway, and this is just but she's just liking it.
The adjutant who
without
doesn't
that, she would have made some efforts to make sure everyone else was following her. With that, no, she's just gone.
Don't worry, I think we'll be on your tail quite fast now.
So, Eve, your character failed, but not as badly. Do you run or do you step back? Or
Do you avoid?
I'm gonna start by stepping back and getting ready to run.
because Gax is running as well, basically.
Okay,
Well, then.
so then now I'm gonna run.
In for a penny, in for a pound. I guess I'm having a chat with
gonna
Darth
try to
Vader.
grab the adjutant and try to just.
Oh, you're taking. Okay,
Get
well
up
then
here.
I'll.
You're
No,
trying. The adjutant's got her hands up, and she goes, "If she calls it by its name, and she goes, Darth Viscera. If nothing if no harm comes to my allies, I will go with you peacefully." And the wraith-like figure says, "Agreed." And she steps forward. And he turns around. He doesn't care. He just turns around. He turns his back on all of you, for those of you who aren't running away. And he starts walking off. So the only one who's left there really,
It's the droid.
is the droid.
Because I was unaffected and I can't move as quick as them. So I guess I will watch the scene happening, take it in.
Well, I probably realized that the adjutant has done something because I was trying to grab her, but yeah.
Oh, actually, I guess
She's
my
basically
question
kind of gone along the lines of, no, when you try to grab her, she kind of went like that. Said,
yeah.
It's not going to end well if I don't go.
Did the adjutant successfully palmed the watch? Yes.
Sorry, one sec, guys.
No problem. You Eve, you've got the watch, yeah?
The what, sorry?
The watch. That's what she was trying to hand to you and she
think so,
held
yeah.
your hand. Okay.
So I got
good,
what Dan said.
it's gonna be really crap if she's like, thank God I got it's still in my hand. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Like, you know what I mean? But no, if you've got it, then I'll just slowly follow you guys from behind, I guess, because I can't fight
you regroup a little bit further down in the woods.
Captain,
what do you want to do? I kind of got this mental image of E2P1 kind of shuffling along in a sort of C3PO-esque kind of way.
No, I'm super slow.
And he stands there, looks to you guys, looks back at this horrible thing, and then looks back to these guys, and then it kind of goes,
they're gone,
I better go after him.
No, it's nothing like that. Well, if in all honesty, if he's buggering off, like I thought if he was gonna kill her in front of us, then I might haggle. I don't know how well a droid can haggle, but no, I'll just follow them because I can't save her.
No.
Yeah.
Not in the state that I'm in.
Let's
Don't think
regroup
there's
then.
much any of us could have done.
No. So I'm gonna just slowly
What if he's
trundle
if
behind.
he's capable of already sending some tricks on us that a 14 doesn't wash off?
Yeah.
I don't want to see his combat rolls.
Yeah, given that my combat rolls outside of a starship are not excellent,
Yeah, well, I'm decent with blaster, but yeah, you know, Jedi's and thieves
is not good enough.
we
I
play
don't think.
blaster
Yeah,
fire.
Well, my blaster rolls are.
But also, I
non-existent, so-
screwed that up so much that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just like it's cool.
Anyway.
I'll fall behind.
Right, so
Anyway,
let's regroup and
Captain,
So
are
what
you
do you
okay?
want to do? You've kind of.
what do we do now?
Have you sustained any injuries?
No,
I don't
we're good.
think so.
Don't feel good, but
The fuck was that?
I am programmed in what are known as helpful tips. A helpful tip would be to have a glass of water. It does help.
Great.
yeah.
Thanks,
There's a glass of
GB1
water here.
says,
Thanks very much.
Says Cax.
That was very helpful.
What was that
So
thing?
I've got the pocket watch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain the situation. So the adjutant gave me the watch, so I don't think
Could
there's
try
a
and
new
continue
thing
the
we can
mission.
do against that guy.
No, but we could still try and get this pocket watch to whoever and
Yes,
give them our side of the story. And
we could try to meet the resistance, make contact.
At the very least, tell them where that bloody thing is, so that arsehole just can't just walk in there unopposed.
Yes,
Because
Yes.
they're gonna need to know.
Affirmative.
Yeah.
she's going to tell him. She's going to tell him where the half Death Star is.
Having scanned my databanks, I am not
Oh.
familiar with a Darth Viceroy or
Viscera. Darth Viscera. What is a
I
suitable evil name?
am equally unfamiliar with anyone by that name, and I don't want to get any more familiar with him.
I thought these guys were just rumors.
Well, if my databanks have correctly, Sith were an aspect of the Imperial Empire. However, they have died off, it would seem.
I think that whoever that was is not a bloody rumor. Let's try and get into that mountain.
Yes, I agree.
Agree.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
I have no idea how to get into the mountain. Right.
Know where the mountain is.
Everyone, make another sneak roll.
Okie dokie. It's kind of fun actually being good at something.
Yeah.
I made the choice. I'm not going to belly over that. A 9.
Oh, nice.
Anything over
You can
a
hear
That's the
something
precision,
coming.
right?
19, 20.
Ooh. You can taste something
gonna be-
coming.
Hey,
That was a sneak roll.
Oh, I thought. Sorry, he said we could hear something coming.
It
I thought we
doesn't
were
see
running.
me.
Oh yeah, no, because it's perception. We roll for sneaks. I thought it was like, oh okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
So-
standing out in the middle
20
Like-
on my sneak roll.
with like a coral frond like over my face.
Oh dear.
Double roll up on the.
So
So I'm hidden.
Catalana just disappears into the shadow. You can't see her, but she's gone. Like,
She's just too scared.
She's so invested. She like goes way back into her imperial survival training. The
she's-
one
she's-
lesson they got in what to do when your TIE fighter crashes
No,
and you survive.
She's just running on pure. I don't want anyone to see me. If that's what's in this battlefield, no.
how many more are there?
Sorry, Marabella, what did you get?
I get 8.
Okay, and
Don't disappear
were?
that well.
I got a 9.
Okay.
Well, you don't disappear that well either.
No. We're both standing there with our coral fronds over
So
our
you kind
faces.
of ducked behind some jagged rocks.
Somehow the droid is hiding slightly better.
You can
Only
see a Imperial patrol from your advantage point. Hold on, I didn't write. Roll.
Better and
I've
better.
only
Roll
had
for
two.
Gax.
Yeah, let me roll for Gax. Okay, so he disappears into the shadows as well. Not as well, but he certainly takes some full cover, ducks to the ground. He's very, used to be a stormtrooper, so
He's
With that, the
used to
white
wearing
armor.
bright white armor. and
bright
not
white
hiding.
armor. So it's really difficult to hide bright white armor. So he's actually very good at it. They try and hide this as much as possible.
Fair enough.
So yeah, he said he was a stormtrooper. Turns out he was a stormtrooper commando. Anyway, from that role,
Do they see us, or do they go, "Hey, you"?
Well, no. So they
Oh,
are. There's a group of 4 of them, stormtrooper scouts to be exact. So the guys from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume everyone's seen it. The ones on the bikes.
Yeah.
They've not got bikes, but they're kind of got some.
The visor helmets.
Yeah, the visor helmets.
look
They've
a
kind
bit-
of got like the blast pistols. They've not got bikes. They're operating off foot.
Swoop bikes.
They have got kind of long cloaks. They long cloaks with sort of like a kind of black, grey kind of camo weave onto them to kind of hide their white armor in the dark. if
Also,
needed.
in these they say they have learned to camouflage bits.
Yeah. They've learned
Good for
what it
them.
is to be a scout. One of them's also got kind of a long-barreled sniper rifle type thing with a scout, with a
School.
Scope.
scope. Thank you. That's the word.
Don't worry about that.
I've only had 2 glasses of wine. Scope.
I just like the idea of him having this long-barreled sniper rifle with one of his friends strapped to the top of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey Jerry, pass me that space duct tape.
Duct tape solves everything.
Yeah.
A little to the left. No, the other left.
Duct tape.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Are you sure you only had 2 glasses?
Yes. I've lost the plot tonight. I'm sorry. It's been a bit bad. bad
Imperial,
day.
Imperial
Don't worry
Patrol
about that.
Scouts.
Yeah, so there's 4 of them.
Scouts.
Scanner.
them.
One of them's kind of got a sort of scanning sensor pack, kind of data slate map thing, which he's holding with 2 hands, and they seem to be kind of searching for something.
Are they?
Remember, stop the droid because the droid's probably going to say something stupid.
I'm just wondering if they're here searching for a rogue Sith.
Oh,
With 4
Who knows?
scouts?
Yet
I
more.
doubt that.
I didn't say they knew what they were looking for.
Oh.
Plus, providing they get to scream before he kills them, then they've done their job.
Marabellum,
Radio first and then...
And then die.
Marabellum, how should we act? I'm sitting there like crouched down, just
Gax is like,
staring.
we can take him. We can take him.
We could try to take them.
Understood.
Is there any more around? Can we see anyone around?
You can only see these 4.
Everyone else is far. We're quite a ways away, I think. From.
Yeah, you can hear the battle. So they're some sort of scouting vanguard force out on patrol, making sure they don't get.
Okay, what kind of hardcover we have here?
You've got plenty of hard cover from where you are. They're out in the open, so it's going to be harder for them to hit you, except for maybe the guy with the sniper rifle.
Let's focus fire on the guy with the sniper rifle. Then.
So I actually like our odds.
You've got the drop on them as well, so you'll get what's called a surprise round.
Yeah.
So you'll get an entire round of shooting him.
Let's just. I'm honestly thinking that all 3 of us focusing on the guy with the sniper rifle take him out the fight, and then we can deal with the others.
Yeah.
Or what do you reckon, Gax? 3 on him, or 2 on him, and 1 on one of the others?
We should shoot at the. Well, Gax goes. I'll shoot at the sniper first. And if he doesn't drop, the rest of you open up on him.
Okay, do it.
So Gax has the highest perception. I'm going to kind of assume you guys want to go first.
Yeah, we want to go first in the surprise round.
Our group goes
surprise
first. We've
round,
got a
yes.
surprise round. Gax also goes first within our group. So I'm going to make a roll to hit. It's a flat out roll to hit. Oh my god! It's a 1 on the wild die. Right. Okay. So does the DM get a reroll?
Yeah, a player reroll for
Player
the
reroll if it's an
um,
NPC for someone.
I don't know if the rules explicitly say that a DM doesn't get a reroll themselves. I think it's just because the DM rolls so often, it would be like
There is a
asking if the
separate cost for
Yeah,
DM
yeah,
rerolls.
that's what I'm
Is
saying.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's if you spend 2,000 points, you can get the GM reroll.
It technically
Actually,
counts
like
as
a
a
proper-
player roll.
That's a player roll. So
Hey,
There's a
it's not
player
like-
roll if
like,
anyone wants to go
yeah.
for it.
I mean, it's fine. I'm not doing anything, so I don't mind if it goes a bit hairy.
otherwise, we're gonna have to make the best of it
Improv.
later.
Improv it.
So
We're just messing the
live.
surprise around, so
Nothing's coming.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's fair enough.
yeah.
I can feel the bias from here. That's all I'm saying. I can feel the vibes.
wait.
No, he's just
No, we get it.
it's just come. Right, you've got the reroll.
All right, Brill. Thank you. All right, cool. Okay. Yeah, much better. So he
again.
Gax brings his blaster up, takes aim. That a sort of an undertoned air of professionalism and previously soldier-esque kind of stance overtakes him as he takes aim, looks down the barrel of his gun and takes one shot, hits.
A bit of
Does pretty well on the damage as well. And he drops. So this scout with the sniper rifle just kind of is walking along. Next thing you know, this blaster bolt hits the side of his head. His helmet ruptures outwards on the other side, and a small ball of flame and white plastic as he then topples to the ground. And the other stormtroopers turn around and
oh my god,
shot as well.
Benjamin! They got
Mirabello and
Benjamin!
Catalan are open fire.
Yeah. One of the ones without the data slate because they've
Okay.
got their weapons to hand, so are going to start shooting us sooner.
Yeah.
Like throws
Oh.
it at you guys.
So
What's my
that's
blaster again? That's a pistol. 60.
17.
60.
No, that's 60. I'm running.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant for damage. I was like, what?
60 to hit.
No.
That's 60.
I'm rolling six dice.
Nice. That's a good.
60
that's a good
damage.
skill.
I got a good skill. I got a good.
Stormtrooper die.
That is a very good
So I've
skill.
got
Well,
6, 6, 5, 3, 2, not bad, and 1 on the wild die.
Ah, well.
Oh, what happens? I guess.
Anarchy.
so I got 17 to hit now.
Yeah, that'll do. They're flat-footed. They're out in the open.
And
Roll
it's
for
just
damage.
4D with a blaster pistol, isn't it?
Yep.
I've got 23, but with a 1. So what do I do with
Do
this
wild
Take
dice?
away the highest.
Do wild
the-
dice blow up on damage?
No. No, just
Okay.
a hit.
14.
Okay.
No, it's not usually necessary because, like,
10.
unless you do like 2 damage.
one? I got
Like,
17.
you know.
Yeah, but I wanted,
Any damage.
but I
Damage.
wanted to
No,
have the damage roll
know, I
explode
know.
and be like 30.
Yeah. Turn them into jelly, you know, like Fallout style. Well, that's plasma weapons.
Yeah, that is-
turn them into ash.
Yeah, it's ash for
Yeah.
lasers.
Okay, so
Although these
one-
aren't lasers, they don't travel fast enough.
They
I
are
know.
both wounded. So both of them fall prone. They can take no actions for the rest of the round, and they suffer -1d penalties. They're still alive, so they'll still be able to get up.
Oh, sorry. Do I hit with my
Oh, sorry, I thought you
17?
did 17 damage.
No,
sorry, yes, you
17 to
hit
hit.
with 17. Yes, sorry.
No, I need to roll
I
damage.
thought that was for damage.
3
sorry.
damage.
No. My damage is this. What's the rate for that? It's 4d.
It's a standard
Roll on
blaster
the-
pistol, it's 4D.
Yeah.
I may
Not
upgrade.
Too bad. That's 18.
Oh, okay. Yours one moves into incapacitated, falls prone, and is knocked unconscious for 10 minutes. So that one's out. So that just leaves the Stormtrooper with the data slate.
Who is now
But
wearing
now
brown trousers.
it's a new round. Sorry, E2B1. I completely missed you out. What did you want to do?
Don't worry, I will sit. I will give a little bit of encouragement. Yes, Captain, go.
Let's go. Good guys.
I will actually. I don't know. Maybe we could get some information out of these guys. So I'll
Okay.
do my job once the fight.
It's a new round. That was the surprise round. You've got the high perception, so you guys get to do another round of shooting.
Yeah.
There is one left standing that's unwounded. Another one's on the floor moving but wounded, and another one's on the floor unconscious. And then there's the sniper guy who's dead. So Gax is going to take a shot at the one on the floor. That's unmoving because he's a stormtrooper by training, and that's what you do. You make sure they don't get back up again, and he hits. Oh, when you think about it. Yeah, so that guy's dead. So that just leaves the one standing with the data pad as we move into Catalana and Marabella.
Yep. I'm gonna shoot at the guy that's still standing because I'm not a stormtrooper. So I shoot at what I see. Alright, that's gonna be this is terrible. I already got a 1 on the white die again, and I've got 1, 1, so that's 3, and 10, 13, 14 with the one of the white die.
Okay, take away the highest.
Okay, so that's gonna make it 8.
Which is a miss.
Oh yeah. The white die counts, right?
I am also going to shoot the one standing up before he decides to shoot us.
But yeah, the wild die still counts. If I say take away the highest, that one's still there.
Just checking, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's 8. That's 8.
That's a rather more hopefully successful 17.
Okay, so I can dodge this time.
Seriously,
which I failed to do.
4-1, and
that's a beautiful roll.
4.
That's an absolutely beautiful roll for the middle of combat.
Well, I had a 6, but it got taken away.
What are you gonna do?
So,
what? So he dodges but fails to dodge. So he kind of tries to dive, and you get him straight in the chest as he dives to one side.
Let's see what I do.
And being a scout trooper, you know, they only the top half of them actually has any armor. The bottom half of their chest seems to be where all the webbing is for all the pouches.
Okay,
and
so
stuff.
15 damage.
Brotas in the chat says shoot them with the Death Star. Actually, we don't have the Death Star.
Yeah.
You don't have it yet.
Well, we
you
don't
know
have
where it is.
The half
I'm
Death
surprised
Star
you haven't
yet.
got back in your ship to go back and steal it.
The 4 of us pilots are gonna
yeah, I'm sure we can sell that back to the
whoever. I mean, frankly,
that would be the worst.
You can certainly pay off the loan on your ship.
Geez, that'd be the worst.
What did you get? Sorry.
15 damage.
Oh,
no only did they hire us.
He actually takes it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, takes
it. Guy. Go, Captain, go. That's my turn.
So it's now his turn. He's already taken an action to dodge. So his next, that means he's on. Oh gosh. So he's going to shoot back. Yeah. He's going to shoot back at Catalana because that Catalana actually hit him. No, Catalana feels the heat of a stray blaster bolt pass her ear, but is missed. So new round, Gax. Misses.
Right. Let's do a proper roll now. No one's a especially not on the red one. That's looking better already. All right, so that's 10. That's 10. 24.
Yes, that's a hit.
That's a hit.
I'm not going to bother dodging that.
And damage. And not that good. It's gonna be 10.
No, but it's only stunned. Okay, so he's just stunned. He doesn't fall to the ground or anything prone. He can still act, but he's at -1d.
Fair enough.
Unless Castellana.
I will try and shoot this stormtrooper. I possibly succeed in shooting the stormtrooper. 17 to hit.
I'm going to try and dodge, but I'm already at -1d for being stunned. 3. Absolutely fail. Roll for damage.
Okay. Wow.
Oh,
that was shit.
Are you sure? Because
Actually, no,
my roll's worse.
Okay.
What did you get?
I got 11 on 4 dice.
Okay.
1136. So the first things I saw was 113. I was like, oh. And then
I got
the 6s.
5, and you got 11. So
Yeah,
there's 6 difference. So he's wounded, character falls prone, and can take no actions for the rest of the round. And they're also another -1d. So he's at -2d, and he's on the floor prone. Okay, so that's combat done. There is one unconscious and one on the floor prone. As Gax runs up very professionally with his blaster rifle, kicks the stormtrooper's weapon out of the way. Both of them. So you've got a couple of prisoners if you want them.
Can I perform a stabilizing medical on the injured ones?
That'll be a first aid roll
Yep.
on the incapacitated one.
No problemo. Let's just double check. Wrong screen. I'm pretty sure it's 6.
Yeah, what
I'll
do we
just
do with
double
them?
check.
We don't want
Yep,
to.
it's first aid.
We probably don't want to have them around.
That is 26 and a 6 on the wild.
You stabilize him. Do you want to bring him back around? Or because you have the option here to stabilize him but keep him unconscious with a successful roll like that.
Well, I guess I'm kind of curious what we're going to do with them. The gun's out their hands, but like that's the blaster's nowhere near them to like grab.
No, they've been kicked out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring them around. It'd be easier to deal with them if they're conscious.
Okay, you bring them around.
That was the only one that I could resuscitate. And now the others are either dead.
Well, there was an incapacitated one and a wounded one. The wounded one is not unconscious. He's just bleeding out. But he's not dead. He's just he's wounded and he's stunned, so he's pretty.
Okay. Yeah, I'll patch him up as well. Why not?
Okay, make a first aid roll.
No problemo. That is 18. Not as great, but
still good enough. So he's stabilized as well.
Okay.
Right. So you've got 2 conscious stormtroopers. What do you want to do with them? Maybe start tying them up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that synth rope you had, you just happened to have it around.
Yeah. It's great stuff.
You won't need it later to get back up to the ship. It's fine.
We'll sort something out.
Synth rope is fine. There's loads of it.
Yeah, we'll borrow one from the rebels.
They're stormtroopers. They've probably got synth rope dispensers on their belts.
Yeah.
Tie them up with their own synth rope.
Yeah. I was going to say, because, in New Hope, they have the stormtrooper belts on, don't they? And they... no, they don't have binders on them, but they do have synth rope dispensers.
Yeah, well, then use the...
We'll tie them up with their own synth rope, yeah.
Yes, a lovely irony. I love it. So, what do you want to do?
Do we need to get information from them or not?
I don't know. I'm going to nick one of their guns.
Gax has already called the sniper rifle. He's
Gax
in fact, that's what he's doing. He's like, I'm playing with it. He's like, oh, look at this.
Gax can have the sniper rifle. I'm not going to contest him the sniper rifle.
What's the statistic for the standard E11 blaster they probably have?
Well, no, they don't have Stormtrooper blaster rifles. They have the Stormtrooper Scout pistols. that you see in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Those little dinky ones. They only do 4D.
4D.
Yeah.
So they're basically the same as
They're
what you've
basically
already
the
got.
same.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
They're
probably
probably a
get
little
one.
crap because the rage ain't as good.
I'll probably just get one to sell them. But
Now I examine the scanner, perhaps see if I know what they were scanning for. Or
It
is
looks
just
like a
I-
map.
Oh,
Seems to be that they're searching for some sort of cave entranceway.
Captain,
That's
here is a
convenient.
map that they were using.
It is. It's almost as if it's a Star Wars story. These kind of things happen. There are certain tropes that we have to stick by.
Yeah. I'll
Can we? Yeah, it's not like encoded or anything. We can just see it's a map, and they.
No,
were
I
just
mean
following
it's got the imperial iconography on it and
Yeah,
writing and stuff, but you guys all know it. Even Marabella.
Anyway,
Okay, that's fine. Just in case there's a rule.
probably written in common anyway. They speak common.
Basic.
Basic, yes.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, common is
Basic
more
and so on.
D&D stuff.
It's too much D&D.
Basic.
Too much fantasy, not enough sci-fi. That's why we need this alien game next week.
That seems like
So we're
kind of fun,
gonna
So does it say what they're looking for on the map?
the
So
cave entrance.
E2B1 kind of holds it up, and it looks like they're looking for some sort of cave entrance.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they
Seems
say
to be
why
an
and
intelligence report. Yeah, it seems to be an intelligence report. Looks like they've received information that there's a secret entranceway into the rebel base.
Yeah, I was about to
Oh,
say. Yeah, that makes sense. You wouldn't scale a mountain to get into your base. You would have a cave system to go into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting because that's where we
What
want to be.
need. Yeah.
We want to make sure that we don't get don't get shot at. Sorry,
I
when
mean,
we get there. But
that'd be a super elaborate trap, wouldn't it? Right, we'll send these 4 scout stormtroopers out in the whole of the planet. They'll find the guys with the adjutant's code. They'll get killed or captured by them. Then they'll get the fake map. They'll go there, and then we'll set the trap. Why don't we just find them and kill them? Well, I mean, if you want to take out the fun out of it, I mean, that's fine. I want to go with my elaborate plan. Okay, just saying. This is the conversation the Imperial officers have in their downtime.
Oh, okay. You tell yourself that.
Neither of the
Right.
stormtroopers seem to be talking at this point.
Well, we're not
Yeah, we're
particularly
not-
asking them any questions. I don't. There's a lot we have to ask them, to be honest.
Got the map.
that was my my question by looking at what was on the map. Because if we know what they were doing here and what they're looking for, we don't really need to ask them questions.
Pretty much.
No, I mean the reason why they seem to be looking around is because the map is incomplete.
Mm.
Oh,
The intelligence report is the perspective of it is wrong. It's not given. The descriptions that they're receiving read like someone in trying to describe out, not out trying to describe in.
okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
In other words, they've had the report from someone on the inside.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's somewhere here, kind of there.
Question number 1:
Yeah.
Are we better them at figuring out the information and backtrack the?
To do so would require a survival roll.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Survival roll is knowledge. I will allow
Might work.
a tactics roll as well, but that is also knowledge.
Yeah. So
You've got knowledge 3D. I can try.
I'll make a roll. What's the worst that could happen? I roll a 4. I don't find anything. I can't figure it out at all. Carry on.
Oh boy. Okay.
And I've got 6, 6, 5, and 6 on the wild die.
Roll a die again, please, sir.
So yeah. And there's gonna be a 1, so not very much more, but so that's gonna be so that's gonna be
Significantly more than a
6
4.
and 6. Okay, I'm lost now.
18.
Well,
Yeah,
do 3
that's-
6s.
That's
Then it would be
we adding the dice together.
Yeah, add them all
white
up.
die.
Hello.
Yeah, so that's it. That's gonna be 18. Yeah.
The total. Oh, okay.
What was the total again? Sorry.
18.
Cool. So, not only do you know the location of the entranceway, you know how long it's going to take you. It's probably going to be about you kind of go out and around to a secret rear entrance tunnel to gain entranceway to the base. The difficulty is getting into it. You've got to enter via a canyon. Which again you can only kind of get into by sort of climbing down.
Great. More climbing.
Okay.
Well, we got a cinch rope, so.
Well,
Yeah, well, this
yeah.
one's not. So it's kind of like a very, very thin, perilous pathway going down the side of a cliff into the kind of tunnel. So
Well,
it's going to require a climb roll to kind of keep you.
You guys are just meeting with the rebels, aren't you? Like that's what like ETB communicates this. Like that's what you guys are doing. Yeah. So you don't need me to come for this. I can just stay here if necessary. Because it's not like you're just going to see them and it's at their base.
I could
I can
stay
come
in
if you want.
garden.
Yeah.
If you want.
I don't mind. I mean, I'm all for coming down there as well. It's just we can't always have a whole.
So do we risk the expedition on the narrow
Well,
path to
Yeah,
get
well, we know
to the
they're in
back
there.
entrance? Because
I
we
don't
could
know.
go through the front door if we prefer, but
The front door's
under
currently-
siege at the moment.
Yeah.
I think if we approached the front door, we'd get shot by at least two sides of this fight.
Yeah.
yes,
The
that
problem
is,
you're going to have is also when you get in, it's making sure you connect with the right people because you
Yes.
don't know which side, you don't know who's in charge of that base at the moment.
Yeah. Which is why I'm saying I'll come if you want, but
Yeah.
you don't need me there because if
So now it might be
if
handy
you're
having a
going to
medical
be
droid around.
maybe
I think
don't know.
it might be handy to have the medical droid around.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Let's go. Let's do this.
let's try not to lose anyone through down the cliff, but
Yep.
yeah, that would be good. All right, well, let's
Yeah. Let's go.
shall
Let's
we
do it.
head there?
Who's going in front, back, middle, that whole thing? If this is a small path, we can't just
It's got to be single file.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
who wants to go in front? I
happy to
presume.
go in front.
Oh, you want me to?
Sorry.
Yeah, let's put the droid in front. See,
Yeah, sure, go for it. I don't mind. We'll be going slowly though. That's got my
droid,
speed.
blaster shield, they're very kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
thin line between the two.
Exactly. I'm fine.
It's like, yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the logic I'm using. If something goes wrong, we need to know where everyone is for safety and practical roles and stuff like that. So, Captain, perhaps the person with the best sensory organs should go in front.
Develop your thinking, please.
I don't know, we should probably put Gax in front because he has the best perception out of all of us. So if there's something that inhibits what we can see, Gax can just
Plus,
be
I
like,
have this nifty sniper rifle now.
Exactly, yeah. It makes the most sense to put him.
You just want
Gax
to try
is
out.
fallen in love with this gun.
No, it's
Mine.
fine.
This is my new toy.
It doesn't matter. I think
I can kind of see Jim doing that.
we just 20. Sorry, it's a reference to something else. Yeah, I don't think putting I think it makes sense to put the person that can roll the best in front, and Gax has proven himself pretty capable. So.
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure how to say that in a droid-like fashion, so I was just like,
Yeah, fine. Sure,
Okay.
we can.
So what, like Gax, Marabellum, and then what, me and no, I should probably be at the back then, because whoever's behind me is gonna have to walk at the same speed as me, which while we'll probably be going slow, would probably not be the best.
I thought the old saying was that you put the slowest in the front.
Well, it depends. But you're going slow no matter what when you have someone slow in your group. You usually put the slowest, somewhere.
So you're going to
safe.
try and take this track in single file to hide your numbers.
We're going to try and take this track in single file because trying to walk 2 by 2 down this track probably results in one of us falling off the edge.
No, it's not going to be wise.
I don't
we'll
think
go single
hiding our
file.
numbers has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
What does Gab like say? Just 20 on the chat? I seem to have been missing a part of the chat, so I'm not sure.
No idea. I don't have it open.
What did he say?
I don't know. Pete just said 20.
Oh yeah,
Exclamation mark.
because in the Pathfinder game, Jim plays a dwarf who basically we were trying to do a deal, and he goes 20, and he can't speak Draconic, but he's just going 20 to this kobold, and our guy who can is having to translate, and he's like 20, and then we just spent like half the game going 20. Sorry, I should have.
He said it was nice. Jim's impression.
Yeah.
Nice Jim impression.
Thank you. I am.
Okay.
Yes.
So this, you follow this map to this kind of deep drop canyon.
Yeah.
You can't see the bottom. It's shrouded in darkness. None of the indigenous plant life seems to have that bioluminescent glow going deep enough.
It's darkness without a lightsaber, so I'm fine with it.
Okay. I'm assuming someone's got a glow rod or two, right?
I'll hold them. It's fine. Just like someone activate them, and I'll just.
So you start heading down this very thin path. Everyone make a climb roll.
Climb
Okey
roll.
doke.
That's strength, right?
Yes. X is okay.
That's gonna be a fun one to do.
That is a 6.
6 on you. Roll it again. It's 6 on your wild die, isn't it?
Yep.
You've just got the one die.
That is another 6, so that's 12.
Roll it again.
That is a 4, so that would be 16.
Very. Well, it's fine. Just meandering around. Very, you know.
I've got 8.
Okay.
Yeah, clearly, the droid is lacking that very much.
Oh yeah.
Climb roll. Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. The thin
Climb.
corridors of an Imperial ship.
Yeah.
Takes him home.
The rope wasn't so much a thing.
I got
but-
a 7. Oh no, wait, that's a 1 on the wild die.
Right. Okay.
And Catalana goes,
Atalana gets to the bottom quicker than anyone.
Out of curiosity, what did we go? Because if Gax I presume got higher than me, probably has quite high strength. That'd be fine.
Okay. So, Catalana,
Yeah.
Oh,
your balance. You're at the edge of this kind of like deep crevice going down into the inky blackness below you. You lose your footing. You feel your leg go over the cliff face. Make a dex roll.
Make a dex roll. Right, where's my thing? Dexterity is that.
Dex roll I can make too.
12.
You're able to reach out to a rock as both your legs fall off the edge of the precipice into the darkness below. You manage to get a grip, slicing your hands a little bit, but you're able to, and you kind of start to pull yourself up with a bit of assistance from your shipmates. Adrenaline pumps through your heart or hearts. Heart, you're human.
I'm human. Well, as far as I know, no one's. I've not, discovered that I'm a Time Lord or something.
That's not the same license.
Yeah, it's a different life.
Pumps through your body. you're brought back up to the pathway, and all of you wind down this dark path. Eventually, you get to a massive blast door, like in Return of the Jedi, when they're trying to break into the Imperial facility. Kind of like this huge, kind of built into the wall. It's locked, of course.
Well, yes.
Is there terminal access?
There is.
Can we knock?
Does anyone want any cookies? Lovely blue milk.
What do you want to do? Do you want to announce your presence, or do you want to hack it?
They're gonna go there and say, hey, trick or treat.
So to hack the door,
Got pizza here for anybody. Does anyone want pizza?
if you announce your presence, they'll know you're here. Or you can try and do a security roll to hack open the door. That's a technical roll.
That's technical, right?
Yes, it is.
What do you reckon? I feel like I could probably pull that off.
I just want a reference for if you get a 1 in this roll, it'll be like Return of the Jedi, where another door.
Yeah.
Little eye
I
robot
figured as
pops
much.
out.
Are we confident enough that if we announce our presence, we're gonna be at least somehow welcomed? And by somehow, I mean not get shot on the spot.
Just go for it. What's the worst that could happen?
It really depends on who's. Well, we've not seen any other rebel forces around, have we?
Nope.
No, I only heard this. Well, you've seen them up upon this kind of mountain-sized coral reef-like thing.
I mean, we don't have any particular reason to believe that there's another rebel. That basically, if this isn't the actual rebel alliance, where's the actual rebel alliance?
No, but this is the base they're operating from. Like maybe it's not
as opposed to the rogue group.
Yeah, but this is this is the rogue cells base.
Yeah.
Yes.
So either the rebel alliance are already inside, or they haven't been able to get in yet. In which case, so you don't know what you're opening the door to. For all you know, the Imperials might already be in there.
Or nothing. It might be completely empty. Who knows?
We don't really know whose base it is, do we?
You know whose base it is? Technically, it's the
rogue cell.
The rogue cells base.
Yeah. What happened was.
But you know that the Rebel Alliance are on the planet as well. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, so the Rebel Alliance is trying to come for the rogue cell.
Yes. So when the rogue cell turned up when we had the adjutant, right? They alerted the rebels that they were doing some shaky, not good stuff, and the rebels were like, right, we're going to go there and we're going to sort this out. The Imperials had the exact same thought, so now there are 3 groups, all of whom are like, right, we're gonna kick some ass and take some names.
And none of them particularly like the Hutts.
Yes, and we are a 4th party that's coming in, basically doing the same thing. So, and bearing in mind there are different factions within the Imperials.
So the legit Rebel Alliance wants to get to
the Imperial faction. The Imperial faction that are currently attacking the base,
and the other alliance.
The Imperial faction of the 3 Imperial factions that are attacking the base, the Imperial faction that's attacking the base is the ones that belong to Moff.
Yes.
Thrakus. Who you kind of got the impression from the captain was kind of like the worst of the bunch.
He's got a Sith working for him.
Apparently. That's a good thing that there's no other warlord, because that's gonna get very complicated. Because
there's three
Imperials fighting
warlords.
rebels and also Imperials as well, and
the Imperials are fighting the Imperials. The Imperials are busy fighting the Imperials, so the rebels are taking the opportunity of not having to fight the Imperials to fight the rebels, and they're really something like that.
Yeah. What guys?
I think let's just go with knocking.
Yeah.
Let's just go with knocking.
Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
We'll take it on the chin. Who's gonna knock? Because
communication.
presumably, are we all just going
I
to
guess
stand
I
right
am.
up at the door, or?
AFK.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't mind knocking. Like, I'm an innocuous medical droid, so just be like, "Hello." But
Well, it could
Could
be a good time
all-
to have a break. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
okay, no problem.
Someone tell
I'll,
Garblag that we're going away from
Yeah,
our screens
I'll
because we're
just-
going to move around a bit on the
Yeah,
things,
I'm
aren't we?
gonna leave a message
I'll
on
just-
the Discord.
Because I'll stay here. I
Okay.
don't need a
Okay.
break. I'm alright.
No, I'm going to nip to Lou as well. One
No
second.
problem. I'll just. Well, I don't know if we're still on, but hey.
And we're back. Thank you very much for taking that short break with us. Our players are just about to try and gain exit to the rebel base. Gain entrance to the rebel base.
I have a small question for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's exactly is our plan? Because we know they answer.
I'm glad someone brought this up.
and they say, "Who are you?" And we say, "What?"
If memory banks serve, we had to give the watch to one of the high-ranking individuals
General.
of the rebels, not the rebel rogue cell, just the normal
the
alliance.
alliance. The alliance. She wanted
the rogue rebel alliance.
We had a name for him. I can't remember what his name was.
Yes.
Do you have a name
And we were
somewhere?
supposed to have the adjutant, but we do not. So the
General
watch will have
General
to
Tier.
select.
General Tier.
Oh,
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We are taking a gamble because if the rogues are in there and the normal alliance is not, then we're gonna make some people quite upset. And if the Imperials are in there, oh boy, are they gonna be upset because
So knocking on. asking for General. What's his name? I can't. I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
And
knock. Hi.
either they say yes and we are in, or they say no and
We run away.
So do you
we go
want
back like the way we came.
do you want me to like go and knock? Because like it'll be more innocuous.
I
Kinda
think
like-
that my feeling at the moment is basically that if we could try and hack the thing and sneak in on and sneak up on them,
They'll have a. Oh, I guess it's a back entrance. Maybe they won't.
but that likely results in us having a shootout with the people we're trying to make friends with. And it's
Well,
just-
that's what I'm saying. Because if it's the rogue rebel cell, they owe us nothing. Maybe they'll help us, but they might also just say "fuck you." And
They did try to kill you earlier on.
They
I mean,
did.
that wasn't that long ago. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I am
but
quite aware of
Also,
this.
that also group. Okay, well, do you want
but
a
the rebels
rematch?
might be in there. This is the place we need to be. It's just we don't know who is going to be in there when we open.
This is only the place we need to be if the people we want to meet are in here.
Yeah, but like everyone's coming to this area, so like statistically, we'd eventually bump into someone if we ask enough people. But
Yeah, if we
it's just the
did.
problem is how many shoot us when we ask, "Hi there, are you the rebel leader?" No, cool. Okay, you're shooting at us. Well, we'll let you on your way.
I don't want to sound like the droid, but what are our odds on this one?
Never tell me the odds, so scared.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
sure
say
you would.
the odds are not good.
Let's just knock on the door and
All right,
and
let's do that.
otherwise we're going to be standing here outside
let's
Who's
discussing
knocking
whether or
on
not
the
we
door?
should knock on the door.
There's somebody will come in like in their dressing gown, like, who's knocking at the door at this time of
Who's knocking at this time of night? But it's always night.
door?
Details.
So tight.
Right, you knock at the door.
Yeah.
There's no answer.
We should
Like
do
there
that
would
because
be.
I got.
You tried the comlink. Beep. There's no answer.
Yeah, I didn't think there would be. This is like the escape route. I just was curious if they'd have some.
All right,
Okay, cool. Hack
so-
it. Yeah, go for it.
So plan A didn't work, I guess.
So you've now got two options. You can either blow the door or hack the door.
Hack it, because we're gonna
One
kill
will
ourselves
require a
doing
demolitions roll. The other will require a security roll.
that. Yeah.
Both are
Okay.
technical, I think.
Yeah, technical.
we're in a
That's
cave.
4D for me, and if that's 2 though, I can eventually get and put a character point in there to get one more. Basically, I probably just need to not roll 1 on the wide die. All right.
I've already told you what the consequences will be if you roll a 1 on that
Yeah,
one.
and we'll have to blow it
Yeah. So roll and pray.
Well, yeah, it's fine. We'll just blow it up. If
There's
it
no
doesn't
1
work.
on the wide die,
Yay! And there was much rejoicing.
and there's gonna be a total of 15.
Okay, so you kind of pull the panel off the door lock. You pull a couple of wires out. There's a bit of fizzing. You get your wire cutters and you kind of start rewiring the blue and the green wire together. There's some sparks, and then the door you hear a kind of few internal locks going click, click, clank, and then the doors slide open, but not fully, just kind of a little bit of a gap, enough to squeeze through.
Okay. Can the droid make it into?
Yeah,
I'll
the droid will be
I'll
able to
fine.
make it
I'm
through.
I'm
Okay, good.
humanoid shape and size, so it's not like I'm not
Pete
particularly
says,
bulky.
blow the bloody doors off in a Michael Caine accent.
I can't
No,
do
the
it.
bloody
I'm not even going to try. I'll just embarrass
I
myself.
can barely do the British accent. I'm pretending. Well, that's
Right.
So
We're off to see the.
Well,
you all
let's
take
get
deep
in.
breaths, apart from the droid who doesn't breathe, and you kind of slide through this hole. As you go in, you've kind of got that familiar, gunmetal grey hallway, but it's also kind of got a Hoth base feel to it. You know, it's kind of carved into the grey black rock, tunneled through with kind of laser cutters, and then that kind of gunmetal deck plating is on the floor. The lights are kind of flickering on and off, like they're not like the power's not fully working. In the distance, you can hear combat, but there's no one else there.
Not surprisingly.
If I was to make a suggestion, I imagine this is an escape route. So if we wait here long enough, someone will come through. Whether or not that is good news or bad news is up to the rest of you.
I think you're muted again, Colin.
I am, sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's not an issue.
Okay, the
Yes.
thing's now telling me that I can give the GM a reroll.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. But I mean, like, in all honesty, yeah, I imagine we're going to be on the backside of whoever is fighting. And I don't imagine they're going to be super happy if we're just like, hi, we snuck in through the back. So I think we need to...
we could bluff them, come in and
Have
say,
we-
you
have we-
surrender. You're surrounded and surrender.
There's like 100 of us.
Surrender!
Have we closed the door?
No.
Can we close the door, please?
It will require another security roll.
All right, can try.
No,
Mirabelle, please close the door.
Are we like
I
locking
can't
ourselves in a death trap doing that?
The alternative is having an open door between us and the
Yeah,
Imperials
but
who
like,
know roughly
how-
where it is.
Yeah, but how soon are the Imperials
14.
going to send a backup squad? They sent 4 guys.
The
out
door
on
closes
their own.
behind you.
Okay, well, no, that's fine.
Sorry, Di.
No, don't worry. No, don't. It's actually totally fine. I'm sitting here thinking it's like if this is like the rogue cells Alamo, like I don't want to be in their Alamo if you catch my drift. But that's fine. It's cool. We'll have to fight our way out then.
No, we'll just have to open the door again on the way out.
I guess, yeah. Hopefully
That's
we'll-
when we tried to escape that I botched my. my
No,
roll.
it's fine.
That is the point where you botch the roll. Yes, exactly.
Oh wait, no, wait. What are we saying? We're on the other end of the door. There'll just be a button to open. I just realized that I'm really stupid
We're
because
on
you wouldn't
the
have a
inside.
locked. Yeah, we're on the inside. Never mind. I'm stupid.
You'd probably not have hefty
Yeah,
locks
yeah.
stopping
You
someone
wouldn't have
from
a
opening
exactly. Yeah,
Maybe.
they would just be like a big button on the.
on the escape route.
Yeah.
Get out, quick!
Open.
Just give me a minute. I can't. It's the
Oh
password.
wait, is it
Who changed the password?
623? Yes. Okay.
So, what do you want to do? You're in the space now. The
Yeah.
lights flickering on and off ominously. The metal deck plating kind of makes a thudding noise as you walk on it. The black rock around you is kind of being carved away with like laser tool cutters. Yeah, as I said, it's kind of got, imagine the Hoth base, but everything's kind of in black.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Should we just go forward until we
We'll
hear
go
really close
forwards.
Well,
blaster
yeah.
fire? Blaster
trying to move
Blasters
quietly.
drawn.
But, yeah.
Right, make sneak rolls.
fire. All right. Oh boy.
Should know what my numbers are for this.
So-
but I don't.
According to at least some Star Wars books, blasters have stun settings.
Yes, we
Oh.
could use
Yeah.
setting. I think that
Oh.
I think they
Sounds
say
sense.
we do have that. Oh.
Oh,
That's 3,
good?
yeah, because it's perception.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled more than one.
Okay.
I got, wait. Oh, sorry.
Putting the one
That
die.
is
I actually rolled one too many dice.
16, 17, 18,
Um,
21.
No, wait, it was, yeah, I actually rolled one too many
24.
dice.
I rolled 24 because I got 2 exploding dice.
Nice.
But given that if I remove the highest roll from my wild die, I'm left with like a 3.
It's fine.
I
The
rolled-
droid is
Yeah.
moving more sneaky than you
I've got 16.
Plomp, plomp.
Okay.
I rolled almost entirely 1s.
Oh my god.
We'll just cheese it. Let's just
So
run.
there's a loud clang. Dong.
Oh, wait. Someone's thrown a reroll at me. I'm gonna.
Hooray! Oh, there's no loud clang.
Pete saying, "Please forever, do you have a hotkey set up for dropping Colin a reroll?"
so on the right number of dice, I roll rather better. Rather better read 16.
Okay. So, taking your example from the droid, you all move tactically and professionally up this hallway keeping to the shadows, keeping to kind of pieces of cover like rogue crates and like repair equipment and kind of open vent plates and all this sort of thing. You kind of make your way up. You pass a couple of doorways, but these appear to be kind of like either abandoned storage cupboards or some sort of like old mining stuff. Eventually you hear voices coming up ahead of you, and it's kind of like a put them down on the floor here. All right, get me it's a load of medical jargon basically. It's like give me 2 cc's of this, and let's put a patch on that one, put that down there, we'll triage that one with this, and
The infirmary.
Captain, would it be fortuitous for me to go round?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's all go round, because they're going to wonder why the hell a medical droid's just walked into the...
Why an
straight up
Imperial medical
again.
droid is walking up?
Oh no, like it's just like wait, I hate when they wander off. Just get back here.
I think that would be a con roll personally.
No, we're not.
With less difficulties because you're, medical droid.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too out of place.
I think I'm more likely to. I think it probably makes more sense for us to just
I
be
know,
a bit more open about it, and you do the whole. It's like, yes, we have a medical droid. Would you like to borrow him?
Yeah, totally. If you take us to your leader.
So, if you sneak around the corner, so you're still keeping into your hiding position.
Yeah, I want to see what we're walking into before we actually walk through.
And the corridor kind of widens out to an oval shape. Looks like this used to be some sort of smaller cargo area or hangar bay kind of thing. There are a series of makeshift beds kind of laid out on the floor. There's a portable power generator kind of linked into some medical equipment. Some rebel officers are kind of going around looking at supporting kind of their wounded comrades who are on the floor. Some of them are kind of screaming a little bit in pain. Others aren't saying anything at all. There's a couple of other medical droids there as well.
Do we recognize any of them?
Yes, you do. One of them is one of the guys that you met at the that tried to attack you.
Yeah, because I none of them died. I made sure that the only one that got hit badly survived. Yeah, so wow, they really don't have a lot of guys.
But they're all wearing they're still wearing Alliance uniforms, so they're a rogue element, but they're in Alliance gear. So you don't know who is in Alliance in this room and who is rogue.
They're not wearing a big
sign saying rogue rebels.
Yeah.
Will betray for cash.
So
extremist.
Maybe some dudes are still a rogue squadron.
Yeah.
Might not be the guy who you are looking for, though.
What do you want to do?
I mean, if one of those guys is the one that I helped, I mean, maybe that carries some favor. I don't know.
They're probably not. They're not. They don't have any weapon at the ready anyway, right?
No, none of them. There are guards. 2 guards, but they are at the other end of the room, and they are facing. They're their weapons pointed in the opposite direction. They're worried about the people
coming
the other way, not from your direction.
So we need to be very careful not to surprise them.
Got it.
Shoots us.
Let's go with it.
Yeah, let's. Okay. Probably grab the first person we can find that looks a bit that knows what he's doing, and
yes, grab might not be the best.
Well, you could do because you're all hidden in the shadows. So in theory, you could do like almost a
Snatch someone and find out what's going on.
Like from one of the video games, just pull them into the shadows.
Interrogate them. It is
You wanna do
actually
that,
a viable option at
It
this
is an
point.
option from your
If you
hiding
scream,
position.
you're dead. Do you understand?
Are we doing that, or are we just gonna walk
No.
in and say hi?
No,
I'll
I think we
walk
should.
out and say, okay,
I'll go and walk in at this point.
yeah, we might as well, like
why
with like
not?
maybe hands up or no weapons in hands, like to
We
show that we're
can
not.
probably talk our way
Yeah.
out of a fight if
I mean,
we
half of them
have
are
got
wounded, so
bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, I'm going to actually suggest. I'm going to suggest. It's ridiculous. I'm going to suggest Gax go forwards because he's the talky one,
okay, yeah, makes sense.
and probably actually makes more sense for Mirabella to hang behind because she's the one who shoots best.
Okay.
Ah.
So I'll tell you what. I think we'll pause it there.
Yeah.
As we're leading into a bit that Gax is going to do, and this will
we want
probably lead
Jim
into
to be
tier.
the master.
We want him to be here. So someone get on the bell to Mr. Garblag. Tell him that we're going to wind it up. So we'll leave it there with our players coming out of the shadows, hands above their heads, with a
We come in
hi
peace.
and a bunch of two
Hi, we have a
security
medical
guards
droid.
spin around with their blasters pointed at you. One nurse drops the tray of medical equipment she had. Another officer goes, "Who the hell are you?" And the players are just about to introduce themselves.
Who the hell are you?
When the credits roll.
When the credits roll.
Who the hell are you? We're the Lucky Guy Gang.
So we will leave it there tonight. Thank you.
Please forever says no, and in back up like goats.
Yeah. God,
so we'll pause it there.
lavish
Thank you
and
very much
well.
for joining us all tonight. Has anyone messaged our Lord and Master?
Yes, I sent a message on
Yep,
Discord.
he's
Brilliant.
well
Okay.
aware.
Excellent, fantastic. So thank you very much all for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you. It was
I've been
awesome.
Dan, your games master. Thank you all very much to our Star Wars players tonight. I hope you've all had fun. Just another reminder that there will be no streaming tomorrow night. But we are excited to announce that hopefully next week we'll have our Alien game, and we cannot stress enough that we want more sci-fi on the Garplag channel. So we here are keen for that to happen. And that on Sunday we have the Dodoka game. I am well informed that's kind of how it's pronounced, sort of, maybe.
Yeah, don't worry.
I don't know. So thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you've had a good time. My name has been Dan, the Garblag Troll. Thank you very much all for joining us, and good night.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Have a good evening.
Ta-ra.